Wisconsin DECA members! Welcome to the third episode of the Wisconsin DECA Design Lab video series, Shadows, Effects, and Enhancement Tools. My name is Scarlett Brown, and I am currently serving as your Vice President of Brand Management. These features are a great way to bring your posts to life, highlighting certain graphics, text, and images. So let's jump right into it. So when it comes to shadows, effects, and enhancement tools, there are so many different ways you can edit text in itself to give it some depth, to highlight it, and to really make it stand out. So if I click on my text and I go to effects, there are so many different ways I can make my text stand out, whether that's a drop to add that shadow, add that depth. You can give it a background if it's on an image. You can add, I love this one, splice, where it highlights it and also gives it that shadow. You can make it neon. You can also add a glitch effect to it. Another thing you could do with effects is change the shape of the text. So if you want to curve a text, I love to do this around certain images, certain elements. There are also more advanced features. So these are the templates that Canva gives you if you want to, let's say, add some screen print, maybe some neon to your text, maybe make it pixelated. And one of the coolest features of the text effects are these apps. So within these apps, you can add more depth to your text, maybe even make them move through an animation. If you want to make cutouts of your text to put images within an actual letter, that's one thing that you can do with these apps. But again, there's so many different apps to explore, so many different ways you can take your text to that next level. Next up are textures, and textures are one of my favorite tools because it can really transform your post and give it that excitement. So if you click on any image, or I usually like to apply textures to images, and you go to edit, you can scroll down and you'll find one of the apps called Texture, and here you will find hundreds of different ways to add some texture to your images. So one of my favorite ones to use is worn paper. I simply click on the image, click save, and it'll transform my image into this worn paper texture. And I love to put these kinds of textures on the backs of my social media posts just so it really captures the attention of the audience. Within effects and tools, you also have style match. So if you go here, let's see, we have so many different style matches to choose from. I think I want to make my photo pixelated. So I'm gonna click on pixel art and Canva will do the rest for me. And as you can see, it made my image into a pixelated form. And this is such a cool way to bring that new excitement to your posts. One of my favorite features is also background remover. And I like to remove the background of an image when I don't think it's necessarily important to understand the post context, or if I just wanna highlight more in the post and it helps get rid of some of that empty space. So if I click background remover, it'll remove the background of my post. And I also love to continue to use the editing section, scroll down to shadows, and add some drop. Again, add that depth to your social media posts, and that's really gonna help engage your audience and give your post some flair. Within the edit section, when you click on an image or an element, you will find all these different tools that are available for use. Another one of my favorite tools is upscale. So if I wanted to increase the quality of a certain image or video, I could click on upscale and Canva would increase its quality for me. Another one of my favorite features in the tools section is the magic expand, and this is where if you have an image that you don't think is large enough to have within a post, you can ask Canva to expand the background for you. So let's say I wanted this next big thing logo to cover the entire page. I would simply expand the image and drag out the corners, and then I would ask Canva AI to expand it for me. And this feature is awesome if you have an image that you love to use for a marketing material or for a social media post, but it just won't fit. This is a great feature to use. Again, there are so many shadows, effects, and enhancement tools that Canva provides, especially in this app section. So I encourage you to explore and look at all the ways that you can create those high quality marketing materials. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the Wisconsin DECA Design Lab video series, Shadows, Effects, and Enhancement Tools. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please email brand@wideca.org. If you made it to the end of this video, comment below the effect that you are hoping to use in your next social media post or marketing material. Thank you!